I just wanted to thank you for your support of this broadcast over the past couple of years, and I'm saying thank you for a lot of reasons. And Doug Vermeeren, a filmmaker and a director of a documentary called The Gratitude Experiment, is going to discuss with us all of the effects that saying thank you, a simple task with some authenticity, actually goes a long way.
Definitely can. Definitely can.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be back with you.
Okay, so why did you, or how did you get into trying to answer the question, does saying thankful have positive effects?
Well, I think we try to study it really from a scientific point of view. What happened is everyone's talking lately about this law of attraction and positive thinking theory, and does it really make a difference? And so I was working with a friend of mine who's a neuroscientist, in fact a professor at a university, and I said to her, is it really a law? And she said, well, you know what, it doesn't have these quantifiable variables that can be repeated by everyone. So it's this law of attraction, it isn't a law, it's a theory. And that got me thinking, what else do we embrace as far as positive psychology that, you know, is it a theory or is it a law? And is there scientific evidence to back it up? And even in business, can it help business?
So can it help?
Absolutely it can.
All right, so tell us what you found out.
Well, we found out quite a bit, in fact. We found that when we practice gratitude, it can actually even change our biochemistry and our biology, how we look at things. It changes also our relationships and our interactions with one another. And
how?
Well, you know, the thing that's interesting is part of our study, we looked at what attributes or virtues, if you will, magnetize us towards each other. For example, what makes me like you and you like me? And the number one is appreciation. When we feel like we're appreciated and honored and recognized for the goodness that we do, we tend to give more back. And so especially for managers and businesses, when we feel like we're not entitled to have someone do something for us, but when we feel like we're able to draw out the best in them and be appreciated for it, they give more of their best.
And studies show that companies that excel at employee recognition, so thanking their employees, they're 12 times more likely to enjoy strong business results.
That's exactly right, yeah. In fact, we saw that not only that, but we found that companies that are also expressing gratitude not only to their employees, but to their customers found an increase in sales, oftentimes, of up to 65%.
And I would say that that's even better.
I think that's even better. Well, that's the bottom line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Did you try any of this in your personal life?
I'm still trying it, day to day. In fact, I'm trying to improve my gratitude. See, the thing that's interesting is gratitude isn't something that we practice naturally.
Right.
You know, especially when we're engaged in a task and someone comes and interrupts us while we're doing something else, our first inclination isn't to say thank you. It's in fact to snap and say, leave me alone so I can get this work done. So gratitude takes practice.
There are other things that are under that gratitude umbrella. It's not just simply saying thank you, is it?
No, it's not. In fact, it really has to do a lot with also recognizing the value that people are bringing authentically. Not just to say, you know, thanks for being there, but to really recognize what they're doing. And part of that appreciation is to also be willing to listen. And so, you know, this is a strong lesson for managers. Sometimes we figure we've got the game plan already laid out, and everyone has to jump according to the beat that we sound. But if we're truly looking to practice gratitude, we also have to be willing to listen and understand the concerns that our employees and customers are facing.
Yeah, it seems so simple, but it's something that we don't always do. And, you know, when people feel appreciated, I guess you get more from them, whether it's money or loyalty or whatever.
100%. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
And the Gratitude Experiment, your film that went out in April.
Yes.
And how can people see it?
Right now you can watch it online at thegratitudeexperiment.com.
Okay.
And it's really interesting because in that film we teach you some ways that you can expand your income, you can grow your health, you can even improve your relationships, and even your connection to yourself, your self-confidence, and your self-worth.
I got to bring a chat to you, and this is the first time I'm reading it as well. Cool. Fox News USMC vet says, I know from real-life experience when people say thank you, especially in today's society, that is desensitized to so many things when people say thank you. I take note of that, and I respect them more. I'm willing to accommodate them more. So there you go.
Interesting.
It is having a positive effect.
Definitely it is.
A very clear message, but we got it towards the end.
I kind of get what they're saying is, again, that authenticity. If we're just saying thank you for the sake of saying thank you, it doesn't really mean a lot. And so that's part of gratitude. It's having that connection between people. It's not just a matter of, you know, verbal acknowledgement or ornate flowery language. It is humbling. And you know what? The opposite of gratitude is self-entitlement.
Oh.
And so a lot of times...
A lot of millennials are self-entitled. Maybe the millennial generation should learn the two words, T-U, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. But it has to mean something. It has to be authentic.
Gotcha. Doug, that was awesome.
Thank you for having me.
I look forward. I'm gonna check it out, The Gratitude Experiment.